I'm stuck.
And that puts him in position.
Oh yeah. Oh, the touch. Pass. The finish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just give me that. That's what I thought. Come here. Come here right now. No, I just wanted to do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Come here.
Oh no!
Third time, right?
Oh no!
Oh.
Yo, Clip City.
Did you hear the crowd? The crowd were like, oh.
Yeah, they're cheering.
Oh, what a header. I'm sending it. Oh, that's perfect. See that 70-something finishing.
Oh, the bounce.
Oh, look at that finish. Oh yeah, it's a floater. One-time shot. Oh, that looked perfect. Try and launch it at the start. If you hit it back to me and just run.
As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second
Oh yeah, header. Yeah, let's go. We're in it. See you? Yep.
That's a nice looking
Oh yeah.
ball.
What a finish. Let's go. Great run, bro. I saw that.
The attack continues. They're making considerable progress.
Weak foot, dude. That was a 4-star. I don't have the perk either.
Oh, sniped it in.
Let's go. Really what I wanted. Just wanted a few more goals with this build. Nice.
Dang, is that mad?
What's up, everybody? This is Lesky. Hope y'all are having a great day today. We're going to be taking a look at this Luka Modric center mid build for FIFA 22 Pro Clubs and continuing this pro player build series on my channel. In my most recent video, we went over another Real Madrid player, and that was Karim Benzema, a striker build for Benzema. And so we're going to be taking a look at this Modric build today. They've both been balling out in the Champions League recently and even in La Liga. So for this Modric build, the height and weight, we went for 5'8", 145 pounds. He's listed as 5'8" exactly on FIFA, and I looked up his weight, and from what I saw, it said he was 145 pounds, so we decided to do that. We possibly could have went like the lowest weight section, 119, but I decided, let's make this one completely accurate and go 145. It's not going to make much of a difference anyways, just a little bit of stats change, and as a center mid, the pace doesn't really change much. I think when you go up weight, your sprint speed gets a little bit higher, but your acceleration gets a little bit lower, so it's not much of a difference. If you want, you could go the lowest weight possible, but this is exactly his height and weight in real life, and he is right-footed, so that's where I wear right-footed for this build, and that's the height and weight. And just make sure you're listed as center mid, because this is a CM build. And now let's take a look at the perks that I have for this Modric build. For the first two passing perks of this Modric build, we have the precision pass and the threaded pass, which will just increase our passing even more than what we have on the passing page on the skill tree. I believe we have like 88 vision, 88 long pass, and 88 short pass on the skill tree. So this will boost that up even more. Grant us a flare tray so we can do fancy passes, and it will also give us a 5-star weak foot on all these types of passes right here. The only pass you won't be able to have a 5-star weak foot on is the pinpoint cross, unless you like put that on instead of tireless runner, which could be a possibility if you'd want. But the precision pass and threaded pass are just perfect for this Modric build, just to increase the passing ability even more. It'll also grant us the swerve. He loves using those outside the foot passes. If y'all saw that Champions League game against Chelsea, where he dimed up, I believe, Rodrigo or someone. He did like an outside the foot, like through ball cross from like that wide area of the pitch, and it was perfectly on the guy's foot for a volley to put in the back of the net, and that's what helped them end up getting back into that game and advancing to the semifinals of the Champions League. So sometimes with the swerve, it'll kind of like make your player add more curve and bend on the passes to avoid defenders, or like curl it right in front of the player running onto the through ball, and you'll see it like go into effect if you like focus on like the actual pass. Sometimes it'll activate the swerve trait, which is very nice in certain situations, even though you might not notice it a lot. And then the third perk, which is the one you possibly could change, I think we have like 84 stamina or somewhere around there on the skill tree, so it's not terrible. If you don't want the tireless runner, you don't have to have it. This is just good for like extra stamina to burn. Once it hits 75th minute in the game, you get that extra boosted stamina, which is quite nice. I also tried distance shooter, but I'm just not a long shot taker. And the one long shot I did make with this build is with the tireless runner. I didn't have distance shooter on, so you can still make long shots even without it. But the distance shooter will just make it even better, give you 5-star weak foot, finesse shot, outside foot shot. And a lot of his goals, like for Real Madrid in his career, like majority of them, I think like over 80% of his goals have been like outside the box shots, I'm pretty sure. I think I looked that up, and I think that's what it said. Like, I think it was probably an old stat, probably a year or two ago, but the majority, more than half of his goals have been from outside the box for Real Madrid, which is kind of crazy. So the distance shooter could fit him pretty well if you don't want tireless runner. The other suggestion would just be pinpoint cross, and I really wouldn't suggest anything else. Yeah, it would just be distance shooter or pinpoint cross if you don't want tireless runner. And those are the 3 perks that I have selected for this build. So let's move on to the skill tree now. We'll be taking a look at the physical page first for this Modric build, and that's like his lowest category on all of his cards. He has 2 cards this year at Ultimate Team, the base gold card, which we'll be mostly looking at, and he has a 90 rated winter wild card that is just extremely cracked, and we won't be able to really copy. But even on that card, his physical attributes are pretty weak. So looking at his gold card and comparing the physicals, he has 58 strength, we have 59. He has 67 jumping, we have 71. And then he has 83 stamina, we have 84. And then he has 62 aggression, and just our base stats of 69 aggression is better than that. So most of these stats are actually better. Actually, I believe all of them are a little bit better, so that's quite nice. And really what we're doing on this page is going for the +3 stamina and +2 strength on the top left, and then we get more stamina, +2 stamina, and then +4 reactions to get us 88 reactions. And he has exactly 88 reactions on his gold card, so we're spot on there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the physical page. You're not going to expect much physically with a Modric build. So moving on to the defending page, where we don't have any defensive upgrades. That's his second lowest category on his card. He has 72 defending, and his stats are a little bit better than what we have here for a base center mid on pro clubs, but I really don't think it's going to make much of a difference upgrading it. It's kind of a waste of skill points in my opinion, and especially since this is like a more of a center mid build focused on going on attack, and you could even possibly play this build at like a cam position. It could actually work pretty decent. It's just not worth going for upgrades on the defensive page for this Modric build. So we have nothing here. Moving to dribbling, and actually you can see we have a lot of skill points on the dribbling page for this Modric build, because that's his other highest category other than passing. His dribbling is very good. He has 91 agility and 92 balance on his gold card. It's just not possible to get that high of balance. Even if we got this extra balance right here, which costs 6 skill points, not worth it. It'll only give us +3 balance. And we can't even get 92 balance like what he has. We would have to like increase the weight pretty high up, but then our agility would get lower. He has 91 agility and we have 90 agility, so only 1 less agility, so it's pretty close. And then what you're gonna do on this right side is just get these skills. I went for 5-star skills. A lot of y'all might just wanna go 4-star. He has 4-star on Ultimate Team on his cards on FIFA. So it's not necessary to go for the 5-star, but I'm just a huge fan of 5-star skills, like I say in all my videos. So I just prefer running the 5-star, but I will show you guys some alternatives if you don't want the 5-star and just want to go with 4. Just make sure you get the links, get this extra balance right here, and then you're good to go on this right side. And then on the left side, you're just going to get the skills and then get this ball control right here to get us 88 ball control and 89 dribbling. I know on his cards he has more ball control than dribbling. I tried at first going something like this, I think, 91 ball control and 86 dribbling, and the dribbling did not feel that good at all. So I just decided to take off the ball control and even it out a bit and get the upgrade in dribbling. Just because I think dribbling is a way more important attribute than ball control in pretty much most of the positions on the game. So I definitely think you should go for that rather than this extra ball control. But if you don't want a 5-star skills, you could take this off right here, and then you could get even more ball control and still have the dribbling. So you'd have 91 ball control and 89 dribbling. And then you put those 2 other skill points on the pace page, because we don't have full pace. We're like missing a couple things on the pace page. You could just get some extra sprint speed, and I believe it's only 2 skill points for like +2 sprint speed. So you could do that. Or once we get to this passing page right here, I'm gonna put the 5-star skills back. What you could do, instead of going for the extra ball control, you could also just get this passing, the +2 vision and +3 long passing. even though the passing is already really good, with those 2 perks on, it would make it even better. So you could do that instead of going for the ball control and then just use the rest of those 2 skill points on the pace page like I said. So those are what you could do if you just want 4-star skills. And then on this passing page, we went for some decent upgrades, and we got this short passing and long passing right here. And then you're just going to go on this left side and get these 3 things right here, which will give us, all 3 of these total will give us +5 vision and +6 short pass for 8 skill points. And that'll get us closer to what he has on his cards. Like his gold card, he has 89 long pass, 91 short pass, and 90 vision. And we have 88 for all 3 of those categories exactly. And remember that we have those 2 passing perks, so it'll actually make the passing even better than what it says. And if you wanted to, I think he has 86 crossing on his gold card. Like if you wanted to, you could put pinpoint cross. But as a center mid, you might not be going too wide on the field. But if you like to play center mid and like roam wide a little bit and maybe cross the ball, then it could be pretty good to put the pinpoint cross on and make the crossing even better. But I opted not to do that again and go for that tireless runner. But you can if you want to. And yeah, this is the passing page. The passing ability is amazing, especially with those over-the-top through balls, how overpowered they are this year on FIFA, or pretty much every single year on FIFA, especially in pro clubs. Doing those over-the-top through balls, on the ground through balls, with the swerve tray activating with that through ball perk. It's just absolutely perfect most of the time. And you can get a lot of assist with this Modric build. Definitely one of the best passing builds I've used on this game so far. And now to the shooting page. Modric actually has pretty decent shooting on his cards, or at least his upgraded card, that 90 rated card. He has pretty good shooting. He has 76 finishing, so we actually got that exactly with these 3 upgrades right here. And then we went for the 4-star weak foot, and this other one will get us shot power and long shots to 92 long shots. And I actually made a pretty good one with the weak foot, the left foot. I was surprised it actually went in, but I think a lot of that was because of the shot power upgrades that we went for. Like on his gold card, he has 79 shot power, so I wanted to get that exactly. So what we did is just got this right here to get a shot power and free kick actually, and this one will get us shot power and penalties, and that'll get us to 79 shot power, which will make you finish a lot of your chances, like in the box, outside the box, wherever it may be. A lot of times it'll just overpower the goalie. Even though 79 shot power is not crazy, it's actually pretty decent for pro clubs, especially for like a small center mid, a skinny center mid. I think that's actually pretty good. And then we have 86 volleys, 88 free kick. Actually, you can maybe actually make a free kick with this build. It's pretty decent. 76 finishing, like I said. And yeah, those 92 long shots, which if you're a big long shot fan, you could even put that distance shooter perk on instead of tireless runner, and possibly even make more long shots than I did. I only made 1, but then again, I really don't take that many long shots. I really didn't take that many shots at all with this build. I probably scored like maybe 4 or 5 goals with this build, but most of the time you're just getting assists and playmaking and creating the chances for your strikers or your wingers or your cams, whatever it may be, to score and give you guys the lead. So yeah, that's it for the shooting page. Decent amount of skill points, to be honest, and even though the finishing's not amazing, I really didn't have too much problems with it. Most of the time, when I had a chance to finish in the box, it went in, and that shot power really does make a difference. So on to the pace page. As Modric is getting older, every single year, his pace on his cards get lower. But this is pro clubs, and we're not going to be extremely accurate when it comes to pace, especially when a player has like 70s in pace. It's just not very fun to use a build that's that slow in pro clubs. Even if we took it all off, like our card would still be, or this build would still be faster than what he has on his gold card. He has 76 acceleration and 70 sprint speed. And then looking at that 90 rated wild card, he has 88 acceleration, 82 sprint speed. So we tried to make it a little bit closer to that, but it's actually even better. We get the cheetah archetype, get this acceleration at the bottom left, and then this sprint speed right here at the top right. So really what I was going for on this pace page was keeping that pace split that he has when it comes to acceleration and sprint speed. He has like a 6 pace difference between like acceleration and sprint speed on both of his cards. So that's kind of what we're going for, and the closest we could get was a 5 split difference, and you're just going to get this top right sprint speed, and that'll get us to 90 acceleration, 85 sprint speed. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, the sprint speed's not the best, but the acceleration I think is a bit more important. Even as like a center mid, I prefer acceleration over sprint speed in most positions on this game, other than maybe like center back or something like that. But like I said, if you don't want the 5-star skills, like what you would do is get this ball control and then get the sprint speed right here. So you'd have more sprint speed and have a 90 acceleration, 87 sprint speed, or you could, as I mentioned, take off the ball control and then go for the more passing upgrades. So you have those two options really, and that's kind of the only things I would actually do if you don't want the 5-star skills. Just do that, and then you'd have a little bit more pace, but I'm gonna put it back to what I had with the 5-star skills, and then that's how it's gonna be right there. And that's gonna do it for this Luka Modric center mid build. It's kind of a box-to-box build, I guess you would say. Yeah, the defending's not that great. It's mostly focused on attacking and just the playmaking. But you can still defend even though we didn't go for any upgrades on the defending page. And if you want to like maybe make the defending better, like maybe go for the ball winner perk. I don't know how much more of a difference it's actually going to make in the tackling ability, but you could do that instead of tireless runner. I am a big fan of the tireless runner. It's a very good perk, especially even if you have like decent stamina. It's just very nice because you can just rely on sprinting like pretty much the whole game and not have to worry about your stamina bar. But that's going to do it. Please hit that like button on this video for me. Let me know if you try this build out. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear that, how you liked it. And if you could hit that subscribe button on my channel if you aren't already subscribed. Trying to keep this channel growing, and we're going for 4K subscribers next. I've been growing quite fast ever since I've been doing these pro player builds for pro clubs. It seems like y'all like it and are enjoying the builds. So give me some more suggestions and I'll try and pump those out as I'm like continuing to do all these other builds and updated builds for you guys for pro clubs. So thanks for watching. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace out.